Hello, I'm back with a new video. I got some new stuff and I thought maybe you want to see it. Before I'm going to talk about all the stuff that I've got, first of all I just want to wish all of you guys out there a very happy 2013. Yeah, so let's get started. I got some new CDs. I got the new Cradle of Filth album, the Manticore and Other Horrors. It's not exactly one of my favorite Cradle of Filth albums. It's not as good as Judgment Embrace and The Principle of Evil Made Flesh and stuff like that, but it's a decent album. Never mind the bollocks, here's the Sex Pistols. Yeah, the Sex Pistols is just one of those classic punk rock bands which I really like. I'm not really big into punk music, but I do like some bands. I like the Sex Pistols, Bad Religion, The Casualties, stuff like that. I also like some songs from The Unseen. Yeah, so the Sex Pistols, never mind the bollocks. It has some classic songs on it like Anarchy in the UK, God Save the Queen, No Feelings, Problem, Submission. Yeah, I really like those songs and this album is just a classic CD. Marilyn Manson, Mechanical Animals. Marilyn Manson is just one of those bands which you either love or hate, and I really like his music, I really like the band. Yeah, and this album is just way different from Antichrist Superstar. I reviewed Antichrist Superstar. If you're interested in, if you want to see the review, just click right here. Yeah, Antichrist Superstar review. Antichrist Superstar was a very angry industrial metal album, and this album is just a little bit softer. It's absolutely equal to Antichrist Superstar. I also got some new CDs from my good friend Igor. Yeah, Igor is the guy who also gave me the Black Sabbath vinyl, and I meet up with him every once in a while, and then he gives me a CD or a few CDs. And well, the first one is Toxicity by System of a Down. It's a copy. He got his own personal reasons to download CDs, and I respect his personal reasons. Yeah, but this album is really good. It's really weird. If I have to name one band, in my opinion, which comes close to the sound of System of a Down, it's probably Maximum the Hormone. But this album is just classic. System of a Down, Toxicity. The next one is Sepultura, Against. For those who are wondering if this is a copy as well, it isn't. Yeah, it's an original CD. Yeah. To be honest, I haven't really listened to this album yet. I'm not really familiar with Sepultura. Let's just hope that this album will change my mind when it comes to Sepultura. Another Sepultura album, Roots. I've listened to this album, or at least the first 5 songs, and it really reminded me of Korn. Or Korn just sounds like Sepultura on the Roots album. Yeah, it's not exactly a very bad album, but let's just say that this isn't exactly one of my favorite metal albums of all time. Perhaps if I listen to this album just a little bit longer. And he also gave me this package. Tom tom tom. It says Beste Kinderliedjes. It's Dutch for the best songs for children or the best children's songs. And when you take a look inside the package, it isn't exactly music for children. It is Marilyn Manson, Portrait of an American Family. Yeah. I've listened to the first 3 songs of this album, and I have to say that this is a very good album. Yeah, it's way different from Mechanical Animals. Perhaps I'll review it someday, and then I'll give you guys my opinion on this album. And I also got some new manga. And some of you guys might be wondering like, well dude, what's up with all the anime and manga on your channel lately? Or at least anime. Well, for some reason I really like anime. And most of the times I watch either action, thriller or horror anime. Now I am reading manga. I've bought a few volumes of a classic manga series, Death Note. I bought the 4th volume, the 5th volume and the 6th volume of Death Note. What I really like about Death Note is the character development of Light. Yeah, I mean, you can just see Light go from a normal high school student who doesn't have any problems at all to a psychotic killer. I mean, as a normal guy he couldn't hurt a fly. When he starts with his whole Death Note Kira thing, he just turns from a normal high school student to a psychotic killer who doesn't care who he kills as long as he can accomplish his goal of creating a new world. And that's what I really like about Death Note. Although Light isn't my favorite character is L. definitely L. He is just so goddamn awesome. I hope you liked the video, and bye.